Smith, Captain, Henry County Police Department.
All right, tell us what you know.
Basically, earlier this morning we did get a call of a tiger that was in a near residence. The officers did get to the scene. They were trying to confirm that it actually was a tiger, and we got a second phone 911 call. So the officers knew they did have a situation. They were able to spot the tiger and confirmed it, and they were trying to get some professionals on the scene, DNR, animal control, such, to help with the situation. Unfortunately, it jumped a fence and went after a dog back behind one of the residents here, and the officers had to use some force to put the tiger down. So it is deceased.
Say that again for us, Joey. What's the status of the tiger?
The tiger's deceased. The officers did use firearms to put the animal down. There was a fear that it was jumping into the backyard of a residence, and they had some concerns that, of course, a homeowner might come out. So, unfortunately, the tiger is down, deceased. It's no longer a threat. So, we're here just basically investigating the officers' actions right now.
Where did the tiger come from?
Unknown. Would be grateful for any information to know where it came from, whether it was. We really just don't know yet. It's too early, but if anyone has information, we'd ask them to come forward with it.
So was it in the highway? Was it on the highway blocking traffic and then made its way to the residential?
I'm not clear. It was very close to the interstate where we're getting calls. I'm not sure where the actual call started from. It was here in the Meadowbrook area off of Jodico, and that's where it ultimately jumped the fence of a residence. So back here behind us is where the situation ended.
Is it possible that it's from a nearby animal sanctuary, Noah's Ark? Have you contacted them? Or?
Possible. Can't confirm that. I mean, we're 10, 15 miles from Noah's Ark. Just can't confirm. We haven't had any reports of any loose tigers or anything like that I'm familiar with.
Noah's Ark said that all their animals are accounted for, including their tigers. But can you tell us what kind of tiger this was?
I think dispatch described it as a Bengal tiger. I'm not familiar. We don't have a picture of it or anything like that, but it's unusual, of course. We would like to confirm where the tiger came from, of course, and hopefully there's no other animals like that here in the area. We just don't know, so we're asking for any help from the public.
Joey, can you talk a little bit about the law, though, like what he was saying right now? Like, can someone hold a tiger as a pet?
That's really an animal control question. They're not on scene anymore. I don't have that type of background, but I know that some animals can be privately owned with certain types of certifications or licenses. However, I'm just not familiar with it.
The dog that was attacked, did it survive, and where did that happen?
I'm not familiar. It's basically the residence behind us, about 100 meters. So.
And did the dog live, do you know?
I'm not familiar. I didn't get that information.
Has the tiger been removed?
Tiger has been removed by DNR and animal control reps. They left here just moments ago, and they're taking it to one of their facilities.
Joey, have you seen a picture of this tiger? Have you seen it?
I have not. I have not seen it.
Can you give us an idea of the size of the tiger, weight?
Well, officers, we're not really used to dealing with that, and they said it was a very large tiger. So it was large enough to be a great concern to us. So.
Was the tiger aggressive toward the officers at all? Were any officers in danger of being attacked by a tiger?
Don't know those details. However, the officers, of course, we have a tremendous obligation, and at some point they thought that deadly force was necessary, and they utilized that force. So it will be documented. We will deal with that, and we'll move on. We're just glad that no one was injured.
Do you know how many shots were fired at the tiger?
I know there were several. I don't know how many. I know there was more than one. So.
Why not use tranquilizers, though? Why not use tranquilizers?
Well, you know, we don't want to really sit here on the scene and discuss that, other than the fact that we're not equipped with tranquilizers. We did reach out to professionals. They were en route to the location. They were several miles out when the final incident occurred here, so they did make an effort to get professionals that knew that this type of situation en route. It just unfortunately didn't work out.
So is it fair to say that because you didn't have tranquilizers, your only option was to shoot at a time because you couldn't wait for the tranks?
Very early and preliminary on the scene here, yes, of course. So basically.
How long did you track the tiger before you decided to use deadly force?
I'm not familiar. We've been out here maybe an hour or so, maybe 2 hours. So.
Who first called it in?
Not familiar. I think it was a resident heard something weird, called 911, and the officers were like, okay, we'll check it out. Then we got a second call, so we had a confirmation that it was probably a tiger. So.
And how long before police actually saw it themselves when they got there?
Not familiar. I just don't have that information.
Let me just ask you this. In all your years,